It's a little bit of a routine when we leave in the morning. We gotta repack the panniers, repack the bikes. I always give the tires a little extra pumps, and but now we're almost good to go. Our goal for that day was to ride to the town of Tunkas. It was only about 28 kilometers away, so after a breakfast at the OXXO store, we hit the road going east. Here you get a last glimpse of the all-yellow Izamal streets, and I accelerated a bit to enhance your enjoyment. And there on the right, that's our hotel, one of the few buildings that are not yellow. Izamal is a very busy place, and we enjoyed our stay here. But what would Tunkas have in store for us? Noisy here. We're across from a cement factory. But I'll show you this place. It's just mind-boggling. After looking this up on Google, it turns out that this is a monastery. Yeah, somebody built himself a castle. Unreal. Well, maybe I should have said somebody built God a castle, but I had no idea. Here we're going through the village of Clker-Free-Vector-Images. What we're looking at here is the beginning of a gated community. They always start out with a big gate and some nice plants in the front, and then they develop the land. Today, Barbara and I got to Tunkas, as I told you before, and now I'm gonna go walking around the little park here because it's quite beautiful. So I'll turn this around so you can see. Yeah, it's quite windy here. I don't know if you can hear me. We had to pedal against that wind the whole morning. So our ride for today was only some like 28 kilometers, maybe 30. But it's hot and there's the wind. So that's two factors. And it's actually between Izamal and Tunkas, it's a little bit hilly also.
There was a big hose there.
Oh yeah.
She probably does it. Or her husband.
We got cookies.
I did not lose any weight this trip because of this.
Did you weigh yourself? You don't know that yet. Well, according to Google Maps, there had to be a hotel here. Don't we all know it? Google never lies. Well, at least not in this case. See that blue building in the background? Well, that's the hotel, and we found it. But nothing is ever simple, so before long, we ended up back at the park. So after riding all morning, we reached the town of Tunkas. and we found the hotel, and she offered us 3 different rooms. There's one that had no air conditioning, but had 2 beds. Then there was another one with 2 beds, and then there was a third one that has 1 bed. We decided to take that one, but we're here at the park now because they fumigated the room just before we got there. So
I'm a little
right now,
squeamish about the fumigation, by the way.
I gotta try to get you into the picture.
I know, like, George is like, oh, it's just a fumigation. I go, but that ain't want to sleep here.
Well, she explained to us that we should just give it a few minutes or maybe in a half hour or so and it'll be fine. So that's why we're here right now. The hotel looks quite decent. I forgot to ask if there's internet, but if there's not, that's for one night. That's not a big deal. The room is clean. We got TV. We got air conditioning.
We also have a sleeping bag to sleep on top of, because some of these motels we have been sleeping on top of our sleeping bag. Just because the mattress, you know, it looks good on the top, but the mattress is questionable, so.
Well, that was
they're
just
beaten up. They're not bugs. They're just beaten up, so we just sleep on top of the mattress.
Yeah.
Sleeping bag, so.
Well, see it as a way of camping. We pick just about any place that's cheap, and sometimes that's the only one around, like here. And I've seen worse. I've seen much worse.
One last thought. When you're in Mexico and you have any mindset, like beliefs about certain things, like I do, you're soon to see that will get challenged.
Well, here's an example. Our belief was that we were going to go out for supper after we got settled in. Time to go for supper. We're at Posada, Tunkas. This is where we're staying. The only hotel in town. I'll show you when we get back. It's quite good. Our search for a sit-down restaurant was unsuccessful. Would you believe there was a loudspeaker blaring all over town that they had empanadas and they had enchiladas and you could go there and find this food? But unfortunately, it was only takeout. I used this loudspeaker voice to create my Tunkas song. Hope you like it. To be perfectly honest, I found it to be a little bit on the creepy side. Would you get away with that in your country, advertising your food business over loudspeakers like this? So we were here earlier and we asked for what was for supper, and they said, well, there was nothing at the time, which was just 10 after 5 or so, but they said around 6 o'clock or so they would have pizza. And well, Barb didn't want to walk anymore, so she said, why don't I go and get the pizza? Got my lip all sore from the sun. Why don't I get the pizza at 6? So that's what I'm gonna try and do now. Right here, Dulceria Loncheria. Park. It's just beautiful here. Look at how well it's maintained. The plants are taken care of. Beautiful tile floor, it's pretty much spotless. There's a canopy, beautifully decorated. I mean, how much nicer than this does it get? See, Tunkas is just a small town. There's not much here, but whatever they got, it's nice. And I think we're going to be lucky with the food too. I mean, this lunchtime we had a really good soup. Even Barbara loved it. And now we're going to have pizza. I got the letters right behind me there. Tunkas. See that? So now I'm going to go back to the hotel. I'm going to check with Barbara if she wants to come back here. Because I got 45 minutes before the pizza is ready. And we might as well sit down there and eat it. I'm walking by the bar, La Última Gota, the last drop. I think the last drop was a while ago here, and this place looks a bit rough. Good morning. So I promised a tour of the room last night and then I never got around to it. Now it's the next morning. It's way past 8 o'clock. We wanted to be out of here by 8, so I have to do this quick because outside there, the sunshine is incredible. It's like pounding down. Anyways, there you see the bed. It's got a little fan. It's also got a window up there that's actually open. So there's good ventilation here. There is air conditioning. Yesterday when we first got here, there was fumes in the room from the fumigation. So they fumigate this once in a while in order to prevent bed bugs infection. So I found this room to be really clean. The bathroom is separate from the other room. Yeah, you see me in the mirror there like usual. So it's got a toilet seat. And the shower, apparently, I didn't really get hot water, but there is a little bit of it available. Anyways, for 400 pesos a night, this is a pretty good deal. And see what we got here? There is like a kitchen sink type of deal. And now I gotta go because look, outside there's Barbara waiting. She's already there with her bike, see? And there's Doogie. Our plan that day was to reach the town of Valladolid. And how we did this, it'll be in the next episode on this series. So I hope you join me for it. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you very much.